What's going on, you guys, and welcome back to the Anime Plus podcast. This is your podcast for everything anime and anime related. And today's episode is yet again another news edition episode where we go over this week's anime and manga news, sometimes gaming, sometimes entertainment, and other cool and relevant stuff. So, this is your first time here. I'm your boy Aray, and I'm with my co-host Owen. Owen, how we doing, bro?
I'm doing amazing, bro. I had a bit of a sore throat. I just had some soup. Honestly, now I feel like I'm good to go. Voice is sounding a little deeper than normal. I might have some sniffles, so mind that. But other than that, bro, I'm chilling. How about you, bro?
Bro, they was saying this is like one of the worst flus that's going around right now, so just be safe out there.
Bro, my girl just texted me. There's Ebola in Harlem. I was like, whoa.
Yo, that's crazy,
I was
bro.
like, whoa, chill. I was like, yo, chill. I mean, I don't go into Manhattan really anymore, so.
Mhm.
It's Ebola's gonna have to cross the river to get to me. So yeah,
Nah, that's crazy out here, bro.
but
Stay safe.
yeah, I mean, how's the weather for you guys? I know, we're gonna get apparently 14 inches within the next week.
Bro, that's cat, bro. I'm telling you, every time they say that, it's always half that.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. Like right now, there's literally no snow,
Hmm.
and I think they were predicting like a lot, but they
Facts.
they always kind of get our hopes up, and then kind of crush it down. But anyone that's kind of in a winter storm, hope you guys are safe out there. It's a bit hectic. Definitely, if you drive a rear wheel drive car, do not be driving that too much. And yeah,
Facts.
just stay safe out there, man.
All right, let's get into this episode. So, as always, we're going to start it off with a fun and cool story. So, the first one up is we got a One Piece bodybuilding contest, which honestly is kind of crazy, bro. What do you think about that?
Bro, I saw the I saw the videos of it, and bro,
Yeah.
I saw the guy looking exactly like Zoro and whatnot. I thought that was sick. You had a guy kind of looking like Luffy. I mean, the whole thing about like gyms and whatnot, and a lot of anime fans, it's crazy because the way the anime fans used to be portrayed were like, guys just stuck in his room, just glued to the screen, does the Naruto run, stuff like that, like jagged hair. But a lot of these guys actually get motivation to go to the gym too because of anime. All these guys are jacked, every main character is pretty jacked. Every character generally is jacked. And it's a good way to get people in the gym. Then they made it like what One Piece themed, which was even
Yep.
crazier. That's like another motivation for, a One Piece fan to go to the gym, and then now they're having a contest. I think that's sick. What do you think about the contestants so far? Or like, have you seen any?
So, So we haven't seen any contestants. It's all going to take place in one day in this gym. So let's kind of preface this by saying this is a One Piece themed bodybuilding contest. It's going to take place in the Bragman Gym, which is the official One Piece fitness gym. And basically anyone's able to use that gym for free as long as they pay the entrance fee. And the winner will be selected through like panels of judges. So obviously it's a One Piece themed contest. So you got to pull up in your jean shorts. You got to wear your straw hat. The goal is to build your physique to look like Luffy's, which I think is pretty cool, especially for like a bodybuilding contest. It's not like exactly who's the most ripped guy, but whoever looks the most like Luffy. And then the winner, obviously, not only do you get to be like the face of the One Piece Fitness Gym, but you also get like a framed wanted poster with your name. Obviously, you're doing the poses, the Luffy poses, and everyone actually will be able to get a wanted poster with their face on it, which is really cool. But the top three places get a framed one, which is honestly really cool.
Yeah, it's kind of a bit different from the way normal like bodybuilding and stuff is because if you see Luffy, Zoro, Sanji, they're all like built, but they're all jacked
Mhm.
and ripped. So they're not
Mhm.
like these guys are kind of made for aesthetics. You could say more than like obviously they're strong as hell in the show because the show is the show, but it's like they're not meant to be the biggest guy in the room per se. So
Right.
maybe if you are one of those, massive bodybuilders, maybe you'll be Frankie, right? Or like you'll
Mhm.
be like Chopper, like Chopper's bigger form. I don't know if they're gonna have Chopper's little form as a contender here, but yo, Brooke, you get like a skinny guy that fucking has never worked out in his life, that barely eats anything, and then you call him Brooke. That'd be fucking hilarious. But Yeah, I mean, you could even get. I would assume you could even participate as Nami and Robin. They're
Nah,
both.
so this contest is only for Luffy lookalikes, which
Oh,
I
it's
guess
only
there
a
is a
Luffy thing.
limitation.
I
Yeah,
saw
there
I
is a
saw a
limitation
Zoro
to it.
one. Like I saw a Zoro guy that was like looked like Zoro. That was pretty jacked, but
Yeah.
still, Luffy. He again. He's not like the biggest guy in the room. The dude's actually pretty
Mhm.
small. The dude's just ripped. And imagine someone has like a scar that's kind of similar to his. That'd be sick.
Dude, I guarantee you people will go crazy. Like, there's gonna be people that pull up in a cosplay, kind of.
Yeah, like the fake scars or some shit, right?
Yeah, yeah. I think it's gonna be cool.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be sick. I do want to see um the lookalike competition because I don't know if you've seen over the past couple months, bro. New York City's been having these lookalike competitions
Dude, I
for
seen
like
it, bro.
for like random people. Like you had a Zayn Malik one. You had
There's a Jalen
I think
Hurts
they had
one
a
too.
yeah. They had who's the guy dating Taylor Swift? No, his
Oh,
brother.
Travis Kelsey, Jason Kelsey.
Yeah, so they had a Jason Kelsey version too. Bro, so many people look like Jason Kelsey. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm not. I think they had a Luigi Mangione one too, which is kind of insane. But
That's
yeah,
crazy.
but yeah, they have these like because there's so many people in New York
Mhm.
from like so many different ethnicities that you can find these lookalikes out here.
Mhm.
Obviously, they're not one-to-one like lookalikes, but whoever's the closest kind of wins there. But maybe they find someone in New York City that's like that looks like Luffy. Where is this being held?
Unfortunately, it's in Japan, bro. So it is deep.
Oh, okay. I mean, that makes sense. They they have a higher just retention for watchers there. So, yeah,
Exactly.
it just makes sense. But yeah, I think we should get into the next one.
Yep. All right, so the next one is another cool story. The San Francisco Fine Arts Museum is opening up their first manga exhibit. It's opening up in September, and they're gonna have panels from some legendary mangaka. So we got like Araki, we got Oda, we got like so many different legendary mangaka, and we get like certain panels. There's gonna be like 700 different pieces. So this is like the first ever manga exhibit in the US. So for us to finally get manga seen as an art form, I think it's pretty cool.
A manga exhibit, so we see like basically the history of how manga is, like started and how it kind of got to its point today, essentially.
Mhm. Yeah, I'm assuming we're gonna see because manga's been around for like probably maybe even hundreds of years. So we might see some very early pieces to something very new.
Honestly, I want to see what how manga used to be before. I feel like the drawings were probably super simple. It was just,
Mhm.
you know, super simple stories too. I would assume that they started off very short, and then they got to a point where um they kept getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. But I mean, it's still in black and white, so that really hasn't changed too much per se.
Mhm.
But maybe even like the style of drawings, the tools that they used. I don't know, like the paper that they use probably a bit different. Maybe that affects it. But I kind of want to see when the first when the first manga was made. It kind of it's like the opposite. Not the opposite. It's very similar to like comics and whatnot. And
Mhm.
seeing that genre, kind of go from zero to nothing is wild. And yeah, definitely want to see how manga does that.
Yeah. They release a bunch of different I guess Easter eggs of pieces that will be in exam. You see some pieces as old as 1935, and then you see some colored ones. We see the one that they're using from One Piece. Like there's so many different ones, and I think it's like 700 pieces is a lot. So I'm like, if it was closer, it wasn't in San Fran, I might pop out to see the exhibit. It seems pretty cool.
Dan Fran, damn bro, it is mad deep.
It's deep, yeah.
If anyone, goes to this event, definitely, let us know. Let us know your thoughts and if take some vlogs out there. I definitely want to see how it looks. And also, yeah, if you're in the Discord and you're going, definitely let us know. Throw some
Exactly.
pictures in the Discord. We'd love to see them. But yeah, when is this taking place?
It starts in September.
Okay. So it starts September. Damn. Okay, if I ever visit San Fran, I'm definitely gonna go hit that place up.
So, all right,
Hell yeah.
let's hop into the next one.
Yep.
All right, bro. This is a big one. Ochinoko season 3 has been announced and will be premiering in 2026.
So, damn. Okay. What? So when did the last season end for Oshinoko?
It was, I believe it was in the summer of 2025
Summer
or
2025.
2024, sorry. My fault.
Yeah,
2024,
yeah.
last year.
And then I feel like those first couple seasons came out like super quick. Like I
Mhm.
remember it just starting out, hype was there. Next season gets announced, boom. Now we're getting another season. It's kind of fucking crazy how fast they're going. Um, yeah, they are taking a year and a half, but I mean, bro, the next season's probably gonna be hype. I'm not really the biggest Oshinoko fan, so I can't really say too much about the actual storyline and plot. But
Yeah.
um, you let me know. What do you think?
So firstly, this series was huge. Like we're getting like live actions, we're getting videos, we're getting like so many different things from just this one specific series. Like it was highest ever rated first episode. It's just that popular. And when a series kind of blows up like this, I feel like pushing out new seasons faster is kind of the way to go. You don't really want to pull an Attack on Titan where you have to wait like 10 years for a second season. That's just my opinion. You got to run with the hype. The manga's already done. So they could hypothetically wait a long time because once again, the whole point of sometimes the whole point of an anime series is to boost sales for the manga. So I do respect that they're pushing out a third season pretty soon. Like again, this comes out next year, but still, it's not a terrible rate.
Exactly. Like 1.5 a year is not as bad as people would think because,
Mhm.
bro, just take Bleach for example, bro. That shit was gone for a decade. We had to wait. I mean, we're waiting for One Piece, which was a week to week anime for 6 months, and it's been. I feel like that's something that's not really been done before for
Yeah,
One Piece. That's like this long that we just have to wait. But
right,
with these like longer, wait times usually comes really good pacing, really good animation, production value that, it's a season 3 now. They have
right,
they know they have a ton of fans that are definitely gonna watch it. So investing into making it better is definitely a good strategy for them.
right. All right. Well, I guess we gotta wait and see how this one goes, but I'm pretty high on this.
Yeah, I mean, if you guys are big Oshinoko fans, 2026 is gonna be your year for sure.
So let's move on to the next one. This is a pretty big story, but it's kind of under the radar. So Viz Media has officially licensed the Kingdom manga. Keep in mind, this series for like the past 3, 4, 5 years has always been in the top selling manga in Japan for like literally all the time. But we've never had an English version. So this is the first time in history that we're getting an English version of this manga.
Kingdom, I feel like I've heard you talk about this before. What's kind of the premise here in terms of
It's
like this,
basically
yeah,
Yeah,
storyline?
it's like a historical anime where it talks about like the Chinese warring states. I've never actually watched it. I've heard the anime is not so great, but it gets better over time. But once again, it's always in the top selling manga in Japan. So it's one that is very reputable, very popular. It's just that we've never gotten it in an English version. So English readers can finally read it now.
I mean, that's freaking hype, you know? That is hype. The fact that it's only like a Japanese type of thing and it's getting brought to America. Um, like the anime fans per se
Yeah. Yeah.
has the growth of anime has been huge in America, and I know people are gonna love this for sure.
Yes, sir. I'm excited for it. I might actually start reading it now that it's in English, but again, it's mad long, so we'll have to wait and see if I ever do it, end up getting to it.
Hell yeah.
All right, let's move on to the next story.
Yep.
All right. Undead Unluck, the manga has been completely finished, but like a bunch of series that have ended recently, they're also adding like new story content and all that cool stuff. So, My Hero did this where they came out with some extra content, and I guess Undead Unluck is following suit by doing the same. I think it's pretty cool to do that too.
Undead Unluck.
Yes, sir.
This is you watch this, right?
Yes, sir.
What's the premise behind here
So basically,
for
it's
the game?
about a guy who can't die, and it's about a girl who has very bad luck, and everyone around her, something bad happens or they die. So basically, the guy Undead, his name is Undead, who can't die. He wants to use Unluck, which is the girl, to like end his life. but again, he keeps living. So there's a deeper story to it, but it's a pretty good story.
God damn, bro. Final volumes? Damn. Okay. So this is about to end this very soon.
Yeah. Like no, so the manga's done, but this is just like an additional story they add to, or like additional content.
I'm reading that wrong. Okay. Holy shit. And this is gonna be like continuation, or is this gonna be like just extra content?
There's extra content, maybe like a little bit of after story or something like that. It might even be just some artwork. We don't really know yet.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't really watched Undead Unluck, so I can't really say too much about it. But I know
Mhm.
if my favorite anime got some new or manga got some new content, I'd be fucking hyped. So if you
Yes,
guys
sir.
are, Undead Unluck fans, definitely, when is this gonna be released?
Uh, it's I don't think they've announced it yet exactly when it will be released.
Okay. I mean, whenever that does happen, stay tuned because we're definitely gonna announce it. But
Mhm.
yeah, I mean, new content is always nice vibes.
Yes, sir. It's always the dub.
Yes, sir.
All right, let's move on to the next one. All right, this is one of the weirdest spinoffs we've gotten in recent times. We're getting a Pokemon spinoff about Dragonite becoming a mailman. It's so random. It's so different. But yeah, what are your thoughts on this?
Dragonite becoming a mailman?
Yeah, so my boy Dragonite finna be flying
Mm,
around delivering mail. It's different.
okay. So, from a diehard Dragonite fan that I am, I love Dragonite because he's a demon, bro. Like this dude, yeah, he looks like a fluffy fucking like big dino, like that dragon, but he is deadly. Like
Mhm.
his hyper beam, his speed, he sounds like I don't know if you saw the match between Charizard versus Dragonite back in the day.
That shit went hard.
Drake versus Ash, brother. His Dragonite was pretty much undefeated, and then Charizard did his shit. Charizard came in clutch with his seismic toss, fucked up Dragonite. But the whole thing there was Dragonite was he's almost seen as like a legendary Pokemon. That's how like he has aura, bro. Dragonite has aura, and like him getting deduced to a mailman.
It's
I don't
crazy, right?
I don't like that, but he fits the role in terms of like the way he looks, right? He looks like a little jolly like mailman. I'd love like if he was the first thing I'd see in the morning, dropping my mail off, I'd fucking rush to get my mail every single day. You know what I mean? Um,
Mhm.
I just I'm seeing it from the light of this guy's an undefeated, like almost legendary aura Pokemon that's getting introduced to a mailman, but I want to see what they do here. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we can
Honest.
go over the story real quick, but basically, I'll just sum it up because we have a lot more stories left, a lot more articles left. But basically, long story short, Dragonite is a postal worker, and there's a girl who gets a random letter with no sender on it, and she finds out it's from a boy who meant to send it to her dad, but the time is running out. So basically, the little girl and Dragonite basically team up to deliver this meal. So it's more slice of life, if anything. It's not the typical Dragonite that we're used to, the one that's fighting Charizard, the one that's popping off. It's just more slice of lifey.
Yeah, exactly. I've kind of sensed that from it's not about the fighting over here per se.
Yeah, yeah.
It's kind of about Dragonite being a cheerful guy and them just riding along on a Dragonite. I see two characters riding the Dragonite. That would kind of be a dream I'd love to fulfill, bro. Riding a freaking Dragonite. I feel like he has the perfect body for the ride, and then
Hey,
also he has
yo.
a he has those two antennas he can kind of hold on to.
Yo, that's crazy, bro.
But yeah, one of my favorite characters of all time, one of my favorite Pokemon of all time. Let's see how this goes.
Yes, sir. All right, let's move on to the next one. All right, this
Yep.
one's not so much of a story, but it's just something that I wanted to announce. So we have the Annie Awards, which is a pretty big awards, I guess you can call it. Um, and the sad part about this award ceremony was there was zero anime to win a single award in this particular award ceremony. Kind of crazy, bro.
So any awards is the anime awards?
No, it's just animation.
So what other animation types were kind of awarded?
So we got like Godzilla, X Kong, there was Ultraman, there was something called Secret Level, which I've never heard of. Some Genshin Impact.
Ah,
Yeah,
Genshin
Arcane,
Impact.
which, in my opinion, Arcane is kind of an anime, right? Would you call that an anime?
Yeah, yeah, Arcane's an anime just based off of a TV show, right? Or a
Mhm.
game.
Right, 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 exactly. Okay, yeah, I would call it anime. So maybe scratch that. But yeah, like no specific anime. Like I'm just making something up off the top of my head, but like Free Aaron or Look
Yeah,
Back, the movie, nothing like that one.
exactly. Like I think that's kind of
Crazy.
not. Yeah, exactly. Like it's an animation award, but we're not doing anime.
Mhm. Right. All right. So I guess we'll gloss over that one and hop into another story just because we got a couple more left. All right. Tsubasa's Only I Know the World is Ending. That manga is now officially ending with its next chapter. This is a pretty popular series. I've actually never read it or seen anything on it. We don't even have an anime for it yet, but it's ending. So if you are a fan of the series, it's ending, man. Maybe we will get something like Undead and Luck with additional content afterwards, but I don't know.
What weapon is he using? That shit is kind of sick. I cannot lie.
It looks like a scythe, like a giant scythe.
Right? Bro, I don't want to see an anime of that. What's kind of the do they have like a synopsis here?
Yeah, so basically it's kind of like an isekai. So the dude gets clapped by a minotaur and he wakes up back in his office. But now there's like monsters running around everywhere. So this dude basically finds out every time he dies, he gets resurrected with the skills he acquired from his previous life. So it's
Holy
it's it's a
shit.
different take on isekai, but it's pretty cool.
God damn. Okay. Um,
Yeah,
I kind of like the concept here, and I like the guy looks sick. This could be a
yeah,
crazy crazy ass anime, honestly.
yeah,
But
yeah.
yeah, let's get into the next one, brother.
All right. Mad random. Do you remember Bakugan?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Bro, Bakugan is getting a live action film, bro.
You're talking about the monsters that like pop out
Yeah, it's kind of like Beyblade where they have like these little balls and you throw them when they fight.
on the card, right? You throw them on a card and they
I
pop
think
up.
so. Yeah, yeah, they
Yeah,
pop up. Yeah,
yeah, yeah, yeah. I remember always seeing the Bakugan ads, and I'm just like, yo, I want this, but low key, I'm a diehard Pokemon fan at heart, so I'm gonna
yeah.
I'm gonna keep my guts here. But Bakugan always looked sick when I was a kid, bro. You used to throw the little ball onto the card, and I don't know, they probably
Mhm.
had some magnetic feature or something that like caused it to open up, and then it open up. But yeah, it's sick.
Bro, a live action for it would be crazy though. I don't know how they do it.
I don't understand like so because I haven't watched the show, I don't understand the premise of like what they do.
Mhm.
Or if they use the cards and whatnot. But a live action, imagine like kind of like Pokemon where it's the guy throws like a ball, lands on a card, big
Yeah.
monster pops out, boom, and they start fighting like a Pokemon battle. That'd be sick.
Mhm.
I feel
Yeah.
like
No,
I feel I feel like I'm kind of messing with all the Bakugan fans. They're like, "Hey, what the fuck is this guy talking about? He doesn't know shit."
bro, like I like Bakugan growing up, but I never thought it was on the same level as Yu-Gi-Oh! And Pokemon. So I don't really know where to place this, but I'm just kind of more interested to see how it works out.
Exactly, exactly, exactly. That's kind of where I'm falling to, where it's like I kind of don't know what is going on, but I feel like it could be cool because it was kind of always in that realm of Pokemon,
Yeah,
Yu-Gi-Oh. I feel like that was like the S tier, then you had Beyblade, Bakugan, and stuff like that, and kind of the A tier of it.
that's there. All right, let's move on to the next one.
Yep.
All right, next one is kind of cool. So we're getting a My Hero and Captain America collab. They had like a special promotional video, but you can see the two over here in this picture over here. We got Hawks and we got is that Captain America, bro? Like I
Yeah,
don't know his
yeah.
name.
That's the new Captain
Yo,
America. I
they got a new Captain America, dog.
yeah, yeah. I think I forgot the actor's
Yo,
name.
why he look like Will Smith, bro?
Yeah, yeah. So essentially, the original Captain America, Steve Rogers, I think he passed away.
Oh shit.
So It's like he's like the new Captain America, but he kind of has like, so he used to be, I think, Nightwing or something like that. He used to be somebody else, right? But because somebody had to take the position, he's kind of the new Captain America. But it's kind of similar because they're both like flying type characters per se. Hawks is his like flying type, and then
Mhm.
he flies around too, and now he also has Captain America's shield. Don't kill
Yeah.
us for not knowing that much about more like the superhero side of stuff. But yeah, I think that's my interpretation of what's going on.
Yeah,
Um,
this is a pretty good time promo if you think about it. Like My Hero just ended, the final season's coming up, and this movie, Captain America movie, is coming out on Valentine's Day, so it's perfect. It's a
and they're
perfect
both
timing for a collab.
yeah, they're both very similar like flying type characters. You can see it's just like yellow versus red per se.
Mhm.
Honestly, what would be sick would be red versus blue. That
Yeah,
would look sick. But Hawkins, I mean, red or yellow looks sick on Hawkins.
yeah, for sure, for sure. All right. You want to move on to the next one?
Yep.
All right, next up, we got a second film for That Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime. It's coming out in February 2026. This was announced a little while ago, and this series has been popping off. I mean, we got four anime seasons. Three are out so far. The fourth one has just been announced, but two movies, four anime seasons. Like, this is one of the biggest, if not the biggest anime isekai series out there.
Yeah, I know. It's always talked about this or Mushoku Tensei. There's always debates on what is the better anime. Um, I haven't watched this yet, but Mushoku Tensei has been insane. I know your thoughts on this. You like this better. You like Mushoku Tensei better,
Yeah, way
but
better.
but I mean, nonetheless, don't want to take anything away from this anime. It's been popping off, and um, I mean, I haven't watched it, so I can't say too much about it. But them getting another film is always hype.
Yeah. This like Loki, let me know if this is your favorite isekai because I feel like maybe like two or three out of 10 people I talk to, they say this is their favorite isekai. And keep in mind, there's so many isekai out there. So for like 20% of the people to say it's kind of crazy.
Exactly, exactly. That's kind of I see it as like the number two, even though I don't
Yeah,
I've only watched Mushoku just because of the like ratings I've seen from other people or like
right, right.
yeah.
All right. Let's get into our last story for today. Our last story is pretty cool. They have an Twitter, I was about to call it X. I don't know, either or. Twitter X, they have a page called Anime Japan, and they have a poll coming out called Manga We Want to See Animated. I always thought this was pretty cool because it's like there's so many series out there that have never gotten anime, like hundreds of years. Like, all right, realistically, there are some from hundreds of years ago, 50 years, 20 years that just never have anime. So they basically voted on the poll. There's like 10 different series that they ranked in their top 10. So I'll link this article in the description so you guys can check it out for yourselves. But here are some of the titles on there. We got Nue's Exorcist, which is pretty new. Girl Meets Rock, Firefly Wedding, Duckling of the Entertainment District, Kindergarten Wars, Love Bullet, Gokurakugai, Utsotsuki, Gakko-kun. Like there's so many different ones on here. And a lot of these deserve anime. So maybe some big animation studio will see this and be like, oh shit, we gotta animate this. So you never know.
Yeah, I mean everyone deserves, the spotlight and these are guys that put in the work and definitely deserve it. But yeah, this concludes pretty much the episode for today. You want to take us out, Aray?
Yeah,
I'm not good
yeah.
at this.
So thank you guys for listening. We'll catch you guys on the next episode. Until then, peace.
Peace.